It's tabletop time. I'm Mackie.
I'm Jazza.
I'm Shad from I Am Shad.
And I'm Rob.
I'm Jazza from I Am Jazza.
Why'd you drop
I could have promoted myself.
You're like, I'm Jazza. What?
I ruined it
missed
because
opportunity.
I'm just Mackie, and you don't have. I don't have a.
You are
You're
not
a
just
follower.
Mackie. You
So-
are bigger than just Mackie.
Yeah, you're Mackie
You're
at
better than
Mackie
that.
Junior Twitch.
So, Mackie, if you said, I am Mackie who looks like a tree, would Josh say, I am Josh who looks like a tree? You would, wouldn't you?
Where did that come from?
Because you copied him.
No, he didn't.
No, I didn't.
He's Mackie and he's Josh.
Anyway,
Anyway,
our,
You all die, all right? The rogue star blows
we
up.
haven't even started playing.
I don't care. You
Oh my
did.
The end. Thanks for watching.
I'd like to burn the remaining
It's a really anticlimactic. Chapter 27 sucked. Anyone?
Really crap.
Yeah. All right, so let's jump into the favourite part for all of us, which happens to be fan art. That is not the screen. That is the dice camera. Hello.
Oh.
That is the screen. Okay. So I'm going to scroll down to the start of the fan art. Ooh. Teasers. Okay, so we have
Seen that
a
one.
finished Atlas piece by Anuga.
Yeah, I think that's one of his best pieces.
Loving Anuga's fan art.
Yeah,
It's getting better and better. Keep up the awesome
It's
work,
cool
mate.
watching him improve.
That,
really
and
cool.
That is a bit artistic
Xandrid
with the
Middleton.
Rosetta Sphere.
This is a sketch done by Xandrid Middleton. Another piece of Atlas.
Ooh.
Nice work.
People are liking Atlas, but
Yeah.
ever since she did,
Look at this.
Ever since,
Here's a
ever
more
since Atlas became a chick,
There you go.
everyone has
That
gone
is
on
a
board. It's like
better resolution scan. Good job.
Yeah.
Thanks for providing that. That is incredible. So,
Wow.
DeCathri or Kiana, I don't know which one you prefer, but
Dark.
this is Atlas. Man, Atlas is
Holy
like
crap.
the favorite.
I know.
Be alright, be okay. That has
Be
got to
well,
be one of the mintiest depictions of Atlas, and pretty much
That's
the only.
phenomenal.
Yeah, that,
I'm like, whoa.
yeah, very nice. Very nice.
I like the fact that she's got a scar on her lip too.
What does the comment say?
Very cool.
Wait, what, any comments?
No,
Was
no,
it?
no. Like, what did they post with it?
I don't know.
My
did-
Atlas, my child.
Can't wait to see her official design. I can tell you it'll be probably based
That's
on this.
that's her official design.
Yeah, I'm
You were
telling you.
redhead
Like,
or-
do you know
Were
that's
you a
one of the
redhead?
best things about the fan art
Yeah.
thing is that like it feeds into the episodes.
Yeah.
Like
Like-
those for like what's his name, Scottish dude who we all hate who turned
Norway.
into Norway, now has
Schwach.
green hair and the eye thing.
Schwach.
But now he's struck. Yes, but that originated
Yeah.
from fan art,
That
and so
picture is gonna be on the
promising you
icons,
whatever
like-
official thing Atlas is based on is actually going to be based on this. Not a who was the chick that it was.
Kate Beckinsale.
Not Kate Beckinsale, based on this. I don't know if you based her on Kate Beckinsale. Anyway,
Awesome.
fantastic art. We will come back to the rest of the fan art later. We have some fantastic fan art, but
Next
again,
episode.
next episode. But once again, if you have any fan art for us, make sure to tweet it to us, tag us at It's Tabletop Time, and we will favourite and retweet. We love your fan art.
The fan art was coming up on the screen, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I look at the
We know what
screen and
Tweet's
I don't
face
see
looks
fan
like,
art.
so
So.
No,
Go
because I
not
changed the
through the
camera.
body.
Okay.
Who are you talking about?
What?
Tui. No one knows what he looks like because his body's gone, but his head remains.
Fan art? There? Anyone? Anyways. All right, well, let's
Just
jump
picture
in.
the more modern type of Gundam design. So just like grab a Gundam design and put Tui's head on it. You're done. There you go. That's Tui right now.
Anyway, awesome stuff. So where did we last leave?
Wow. Wow. Dum dum dum.
Do
You guys came to the Rogue Star.
we want to address? Do we want to address? The
Let's
fact
If that
Extended
pause was any longer, that could have been so much more uncomfortable.
Only if you got
You
a
guys came.
Only if you got a dirty mind, you pervert.
I'm the rogue star.
You're a pervert, man. That's awful.
You were saying
Would
it.
we like to address the fact that I would not have gotten the same pulse field generators if I knew I couldn't use D drive like I wanted to?
Okay, so Rob wanted to jump into nanospace and use it like a personal teleporter to jump inside enemy spaceships and leave bombs and stuff like that. Was that
You
your
wanted to
intention?
Goku that shit up.
I totally wanted to go through that. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, because the D drive conversion is so precise that
And
you move
overpowered.
1 millimeter, you'll move 8 meters, and so you can't get so precise. Yes.
I have a suggestion, and I think this could be both efficient and entertaining and simple.
Okay.
Every time, no, let me talk.
because you know
I'll
so
be
much
very
about
brief.
science, I'm dying
No,
to
no,
hear
no, no.
this.
It doesn't, you can do whatever you will with my suggestion. You can alter it based on science or whatever. But it might be quite simple, entertaining, and efficient to allow Rob, every time he uses that strategy, to roll a d20, a destiny roll, and the result towards his intention be based around the result of the destiny roll. And if he wishes, and if he rolls a very low roll and it's a pivotal thing, he can use a destiny point and re-roll the destiny roll. That is my suggestion. Do with it what you will.
Well, there is the question of... Tui didn't really ask anyone about the logistics of what he wanted to do. He just said, I can go into D drive and I can go into
He'd know how to do it.
Well, you're not a pilot. They're
Doesn't matter. He's an engineer. He knows the equipment. He knows
To
his
be an
capabilities.
engineer, especially at the level that he is, you have to know basics of physics.
Yeah, but
And that would be
the
core.
logistics of nanospace,
Yeah.
you need to be very honest here, Rob. Okay? Take away all personal bias and be very, very honest. Would knowing the mechanics of nanospace be important to Tui in the realm of his tasks and what he knows?
He's a robot and he likes learning. And
Consider
he doesn't
this.
forget things.
Does anyone ever fix something that they don't know anything about? If I'm going to fix it, well, other than to learn, like if I'm going to fix a car, I need to know, well, create a car even, you need to know a little bit about
Yes.
aerodynamics.
Do you need to know how to drive to fix a car?
Certainly helps.
But you don't need to know how to drive to fix a car. You don't.
But a good mechanic would.
But see, the thing is, spaceflight and using D drive, that's a more specialized skill, something you've trained in because you're a pilot. And so
'Cause
you
I'm
would,
the best.
because you would know the very specifics. Now, I'm not going to disallow you from doing it, but do you think it would be fair if we destiny rolled it? To see
I
if
think it makes
Tui-
the most sense and it keeps things moving.
To use his system or Destiny roll to see if I...
Just destiny roll to see if Tui would know about D drive nanospace mechanics.
I believe in this universe it'd be common knowledge that moving in and out of D drive
Rob.
would move at a different rate.
Be a team player.
I am. Are you saying that in a system where you've got D drive, that anybody using D drive wouldn't know that space is condensed in it?
No, they would know that. That's simple like that. But how fine-tuned the difference is, and 1 millimeter difference means 8 meters. And,
Well, he's a robot.
Well,
The math is irrelevant.
Yeah.
because no one has tried to do what you want to do, because they know it's not really practical.
So wouldn't Tui know that?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Just roll the dice.
No,
Let fate decide, Rob.
Let fate decide.
Fate decide.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
I listened to that today. It's a good song.
no, but
I did not expect that as your
the
response.
thing is, though, I mean, I could say that it would be very unlikely for Tui not have researched this before he installed
Hey,
it.
that was really good.
Done.
We got an 18, so...
No, that wasn't the roll. That was not...
I want that one.
No. Okay, we've had 2 random rolls, but this is your roll.
Oh!
Rob, this is your
No.
roll.
I was saying that Tui, even if he hadn't researched it in his entire previous life, when it comes to the point where he wants to look at installing it on his new body, I would say it's logical that he would have researched it at least then.
Yeah.
May I
I
suggest?
think that's fair. No, I think that's fair. And so, and the result is, you would not be able to use D drive to such a fine-tuned way. You could still use it for teleportation, but you would not be able to get your exact position when coming back into normal space. You would generally
You could use it to dodge stuff,
between
but-
10 and 100 meters off from the location you want to
Which
land in.
I think comes back to that thing
It
that I
does, it does.
suggested.
It does. It
I think
depends
that's a
if-
really elegant, simple way
it
of making
depends
it,
if-
and it could be very entertaining.
It depends if Tui wants to allow that random, thing in the
Does my
mechanics of
ship
it.
have any other propulsion on it?
Oh yeah, of course. It has 3 on maneuverability. That thing is a pretty zippy thing. So the answer is you can use it the way you want. It's just that
True
whenever
story.
you come out of it, you will not know if your position was exact. And generally you'll be between 10 to 100 meters.
10 to
random location.
100. I'm almost thinking 10 meters. What?
Well,
Within
I'm
10
7
meters to
meters
within
away.
10
It'll be
kilometers.
even more because 1 meter translates to 8 kilometers.
I would
And so
say,
if
like-
you're off the in nanospace, if you are away from that location by 2 meters, which isn't that difficult to get wrong, you would be therefore 16 kilometers away from the location.
I think it should be between 10 meters to 10 kilometers, and that being the 1 to 20. You know what I mean? So if you get a 1,
If you knew that was the chance,
you're
you
10
wouldn't do it.
kilometers away. If you get
Well,
a
that's
20,
if that is not
think
an
you still would.
acceptable level
I don't think you would.
of precision.
He's trying to be useful. And
Okay,
if he's
so
gonna,
you wouldn't want to do it.
If he's going to be is there a chance he's going to be randomly teleported 16 kilometers away?
It's kind of
Yes,
but
but
think
think about
about
it
it.
as
You can go
if
back
you're in a
16
situation where you
kilometers
just need to
that
go,
You literally can
you win.
pop out of the
Yeah.
universe whenever you want.
and Tui's gone.
Yeah,
Like,
if someone could shoot
It's a pretty
like,
incredible
a
thing
nuke
to have.
at your
Just
face.
because you're not Goku doesn't mean you're not useful.
like
Say that with me now. Just because I'm not Goku doesn't mean I'm not useful. Just let it.
it is a pretty hugely powerful thing.
But it does mean you should have been.
It is. I think keeping it to a Destiny roll and maybe laying out the parameters. What is a 1? What is a 20? And then we have that there. And then we can move on and make the story happen.
Yeah, but it's up to Rob. You can choose that you never put it in if Tui felt that the level
Alpha
of
testing.
I guess there wasn't enough precision in it. Well, yeah, you could have chosen not to do it.
Well, here's the thing. If I do a precision roll, is it going to come down to an intelligence check? Because it's math, and he's a robot.
It is math, but
You could assist it.
it would be a pilot check, I would say.
Can't assist a Destiny roll.
And pilot is based on intelligence anyway, so it would be, isn't it?
Pilot is reflex. But I don't want to roll on pilot either.
Well, I would allow you use your intelligence in place for that pilot
I don't
check.
have any intelligence. But I said,
What's your argument?
because if I had to roll and it was on an intelligence, then I wouldn't get a bonus roll. But then my thought was that it's a math thing, so it's kind of irrelevant.
We need a solution, and we need to.
Well, you just
get
got to
moving.
choose. What do you want to use it? Because you do get a huge advantage out of it. Like they popping out of the universe, whatever you
We
want.
may not even ever use it.
It's true.
Or
Or you may lean on it heavily.
No, I'm going to take it out.
okay,
Taking it
it's
out.
gone.
Yep.
Oh man, that would have been really
Cool.
potentially fundamental.
All right. So
You
now
just don't like the element of risk, I'm assuming.
Pros and cons, mostly.
Like if you got like a 16, that he would have been like what, like 40 meters away from something.
between like the
And moving 40
yeah, it's
meters in
hard.
space is like.
It's hard. 16, depending for the fact that you could actually end up several kilometers away. A 16 would be, I would say, at least 100 meters off.
But it's almost exponential curves either side. The
Yeah.
closer you are to 20, the better it is. So 16 is still good.
It is,
And
maybe.
11 would be a couple of k's away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
16, I would think, would be
Well,
40, 50 meters.
you can argue for it, yeah.
So a 5 would be like 10 k's away. You know what I mean?
That'd be so funny though. It's like you want to help out, you want to jump in and drop the bomb, but you
All
come
right.
back in
Where'd it
and you're 10 kilometers away. You're like, oh crap.
But that could be really cool. You could end up in like a spa house randomly and be like,
Well,
ladies.
what
It's
I-
a
honest- what I would
7
have
meter
to
tall
do-
fucking robot.
There is a big danger if you use it on a planet's surface.
Because if you end up
inside the planet.
underground,
You end up inside
Exactly.
the planet. Like 16 kilometers away from in which
based on his role,
trajectory.
you would then need to roll how good or bad it is for him.
Did you bring the pencil case out, or did you forget it again?
I forgot again.
Let's see. What's
We should get moving, 'cause we've been talking about the same thing
This
for
is
15
fun.
minutes.
It's good.
No, but we're supposed to be playing.
Yeah, so that means though you have 3 pulse
That's
field
probably
generators
not
that you
as
can
entertaining
choose
as
to
you
be on different frequencies.
Yep. I know.
And so figure that out, Rob.
Can I get the eraser?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was asleep.
Sorry, erasing. In the meantime,
Good talk,
Jazza,
guys.
give us a recap. What have you guys seen when you've come out of?
We're up to the recap now. For like 20 minutes.
That was fun though. It's all cool.
It was a fun recap. That wasn't a recap. That was the negotiating mechanics.
It's part of gameplay, all right?
All right.
Stop your whining.
What happened? Last episode, found fancy robot shit. I kind of put my own stuff on the line.
You're a
Got
guinea.
arrested. Got a neck bracelet, and all for nothing because
You tried to fight Papua.
Puppy.
Oh yeah, that went.
About 5 to 6 months passed with the preparations, and you got to know Papua even more, I'm assuming. And in fact,
him.
I do want to kind of backtrack just briefly. Rob,
We can't
Your,
afford to-
your
Oh, okay.
adaptive sensory compatibility circuit. That would be installed now, I'm assuming. You've got a new body.
But I took pain out of it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. So that's, yeah. So you can have physical sensation in the, essentially now.
Physical sensation.
Pain.
No, you took pain out, but you can
Sorry.
smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can feel texture. You can even taste food if you know. You can't
How's he
eat,
gonna
really.
eat?
He doesn't eat. He just would have to like.
How's he gonna
Rob,
feel?
Yeah,
Rob's
just-
a chicken wing on
Yeah,
his cheek.
exactly. You just mash it on your mouth and throw it away. It's like that was great.
Unless you
Just-
can taste
You
wherever.
have like your normal mouth grate, but just like a tongue sticking out the front.
Disgusting.
Do you know who's following you around in anticipation lately since you got that feature installed?
Shad's just trying to get some form of romance going.
I said to someone in chat today, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Someone else might not think that.
Yeah.
Tui, I like your new feature, Tui. Can I try it, Tui? Why do I sound like the Michael Jackson impersonation from South Park, Tui?
Yeah, you know better. I can't go that high.
But, okay, so then they travelled at near light speeds within nanospace itself to get to the Volve home world, which, though to them, it took only like a couple of seconds, 7 years or thereabouts actually passed in the real world. And then they came out of nanospace within the Volve home world's solar system, basically, but the planet was still so far away that it was just looked like a star to you. But then you zoomed it up, and you remember what you saw when you scanned and
The Armada.
you saw a massive armada, like really huge.
Where is the speaker?
Fleets of combative spaceships.
Where's our immersion, Josh?
Yeah.
Josh.
Where's our-
Josh?
Where's Ambiscape?
Where's Soulmate?
Oh shit!
Is that what it was called?
Soulmate is
We changed the name
Yep.
so many times.
All right,
I think Ambiscape works. Do you reckon? Rob, what do you guys think?
have you picked the new things?
Talk
What
about
are
it.
they?
More
2
details.
mass, 1 incineration.
An additional 2 mass. So because you're at the moment.
On this, not on that.
Oh, and you're a small body. Ah, so the small body has 2 mass. Well, that's probably a good idea. There you go. Thinking ahead. Alright. So, I'm going to share some other information about things you see. Are you going to be listening, Josh? Or
Yes, let me just get some ambience ready.
alright, well, in the meantime, Mackie, dance!
They're to clear the planet for an intergalactic highway.
Wait,
I'm up for it.
we actually need ambience for Mackie's dancing. Ready, go!
Tina.
It's not happening. Just like, no.
Alright,
I love that one of the videos got blocked because it had the fucking Treasure Planet sound.
alright.
Is it forever blocked?
I don't know. Oh, I can't access it. Other people can.
Really? That's weird, because I could watch it easy.
Weird. Conspiracy. Alright,
Alright, you ready?
Hit us.
You're listening now? You're back? Good. Thank you.
It
Josh.
might be because
Alright.
some people haven't.
Mackie!
watched.
shut the
What?
fuck up.
Listen up, alright?
I will
Alright.
end you, Shad.
There's important things going on, okay?
Praise
you,
the Lord.
you might wanna be listening here, alright?
Okay.
So, as more detail comes in from this scan, you do indeed see the Volve home world, and something that stands out quite a bit about it, it's like black. Grey, black, it looks desolate. It looks like there's nothing that could possibly live on it.
I
but-
need to change the thumbnail. What? There we go. It's like glorious blue. It's alright, I haven't released the episode. I'm glad I'm late. Sorry, go on.
Well then, yeah, so... Also, though, orbiting this planet is a massive debris field. In fact, it's an asteroid field, but they're all kind of clumped together. And it looks very similar to something that you've seen before.
Saturn's rings?
No, it looks
The
similar...
asteroid field around Earth.
Exactly, so it looks similar to the grave, which is the remnants of Earth. And there is enough asteroid and debris there to have comprised a whole planet. And so Alabama takes note of that and it's like, that is very interesting.
Is that big grey rock just a massive, massive, massive Rosetta Sphere?
She's asked to zoom in, and as it zooms in, through the rocks and everything, right in the middle of the debris field, is a Rosetta Sphere.
So it's
Can I pause you for a second? I just want to test the audio.
It's like
so I know.
glorious blue.
Wow, way to break the
It's alright, I haven't
suspense
released the
there,
episode. I'm
Josh.
glad I'm late.
Well, my job's done.
Sorry, go on.
So,
Hang on.
Immersion
Sorry,
Also-
guys. I've got to refresh the stream. Just got to test the.
just trying to share these really important plot points in
Go.
big, epic ways.
Just wait. I might have missed the moment.
I'm going home.
Refresh the stream.
See you guys.
Oh, I muted the. Yeah, that doesn't help. I'm just gonna pretend that it's fine.
Oh.
All right, let's go.
What actually happened just now?
I muted the thing to mute the music I was playing to listen to the thing, but I realized as I was trying to listen to the thing, I muted it.
So what did you mute?
Everything.
For how long?
The entire time I was testing my body.
Professionalism right here, folks.
Okay.
Uh,
So, massive debris field.
Pick it up where you left off.
Yeah, massive debris field.
Wow, it's really moody.
Yeah. You see this massive debris field, and
Okay.
Rosetta Sphere in the middle of it. Epic, isn't it, guys? This is just phenomenal.
yeah, it's the
I hate you.
the mood is
I
ruined.
hate you.
I'm the comedic relief. Alright, I'm sorry.
So, character reactions. Alabama zooms it in, and you do indeed see a Rosetta Sphere in the middle of this massive debris field. The debris seems to be in orbit around the sphere because, they haven't clumped together to reform another planet.
Do
but
I start tripping as soon as I see this again?
You do indeed.
I figured I would.
In fact, yeah, everything in front of you changes completely.
What is that based on?
What?
Your visions.
It's a mystery.
What
All
you
be
see-
revealed.
You see Riot in front of you. His skin slowly starts to fall off his body. Bit by bit, he starts to his flesh begins to melt until his skeleton is there for you. And he was screaming in pain and agony as this was happening. And then his skeleton starts to crumble into dust bit by bit and floats away.
Okay.
Now two of you standing in front of you.
Same thing
And
happened.
bits
He's
are
a
falling
shiny
off of
golden
him.
god that is impenetrable.
No.
No!
Interesting choice of words there. Devices starts to fall off bit by bit, all his components, and they crumble away and shatter and then remove to dust. And same kind of
Is there like a
process.
day-night cycle going?
No. It's everything
It's
is
just-
black except you're seeing this in front of you. Then you see Alabama. Exactly the same thing.
Is there anyone this doesn't happen to?
Parts of it
You,
start falling
you
off
see
and clanking on
every
the
single
ground.
person on the Rogue Star.
Can I
Yeah.
guess?
What?
But Hazesh
No, Hazesh included.
happens to her as well.
Yeah, he sees Hazesh.
Fall apart.
Then you see a world. And you recognize this world as the planet that you and Wright grew up on. You see cities, the home you lived in. It zooms out and tells the world is before you. And the world slowly crumbles and turns into dust and dies.
What's the word I'm looking for? Symbolism of time is what's happening right now. But yes, continue.
But screams of pain and agony are echoing
Into
as it's
space.
dying.
Holy shit.
And you're hearing it. In
Shut
your
up,
ears.
Rob.
Trying to ruin it.
It's so
And then
sounds.
another planet, another highly populated planet, until you suddenly are seeing what looks to be known space. You recognize the stars and positions because you're a pilot. You've seen these grids before, and this is known space. And suddenly stars start to snuff out. A bit.
That's the sound they make.
And the vision ends. And in the meantime, you guys are looking at this, projection of the Volve home world, and Mackie, or Atlas, falls down.
Oh, buzzkill! Jesus. I don't actually do
Yes,
that.
that's your sister.
I actually go to help her up and be like, oh my god, no.
And Alabama's there and is like, help her out. We'll just have to wait this through until she wakes up, like before. We've seen this happen already. And
So we're all attending to Atlas, and eventually she comes to consciousness, and we're like, all right, so what'd you see this time?
I feel like just quoting Star Wars. I sense a great disturbance in the force. It's like a ton of tiny. What's he say? A ton of what's it?
something like
Thousands
a
of
great
tiny
number
little
of voice-
souls crying or
Lights
something.
all went out at once.
Yeah, something like that. I watched it the other night.
You know popping candy? It was like that, but the universe.
Yes. Very poetic, Josh.
Alright, so what do you guys say about this? Hazesh is like,
About what?
About
I
what?
sense a great disturbance in the
no,
forest. What does she actually
what
say?
do you actually say?
Well, I'm gonna be disoriented and just say, I think I just saw time? Maybe? Like, everything just evaporated. Like, everybody, everything, every planet. I just witnessed it all.
Right just pulls out.
I'll put my hand up. The stars that were outside of known space didn't go out in your vision.
So the center of the universe disappeared, basically.
Not the center, but the part of space that is called known space, which is the part that humankind have colonized. That's the part that's snuffed out.
Has it got like a weapon of
as
universal
as
destruction?
far as time goes, when our dear narrator says "in pain and agony," that's probably negating the idea of it happening
I was thinking it was a vision of
in
something
natural
to come.
cause.
Yeah, exactly. It's still a perception
Yeah,
of
like time, guys. Come on,
It is a perception
it
of
will
time.
happen in time.
You
duh.
perceive... Yeah.
Plus pain and agony.
Anyway.
Did I mention pain and agony?
And screams? And the force? Yes, anyway.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, I mean...
That was really loud. But yes.
Okay, so, response.
Riot slowly lifts his flask to his mouth while, like, nodding contemplatively.
I'm actually, in character, going to say, I have a sneaking suspicion that the Codex, the Rosetta Sphere, is trying to tell me that not necessarily the Vol, but something's going to destroy this, basically the known universe.
Alabama says, considering the size of the armada we are looking at, if a war was to break out, it would spell doom for both civilizations.
Fantastic. It's just what I was hoping
So,
to hear.
Azesh is like, this is a vision. You are a visionary.
Fantastic.
She's looking at you with kind of like awe, like...
I'm going to put my helmet back on.
not due to character flaws, but awkwardness. Understandable.
You know, Egypt is like,
Isolation.
this is really starting to creep me out. I don't know about you guys.
I turn to Egypt and like, is there a TV show or episode of something that you can draw from that gives us some enlightenment as to what's...
Well, it's funny. This reminds me about a movie called Star Wars I watched once, where there's this old guy. He's sitting in a spaceship, and he suddenly says, I felt a great disturbance in the Force. Like
sounds-
millions of voices cried out in fear and anguish, and then just vanished. I'm
Must
getting
be
that
like
feeling.
really old archaic garbage.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
haven't heard of it.
Honestly, the movie was rubbish.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Sounds
For-
lame.
The Force.
The Force. Wow.
They have these big laser swords, you know? These big waving around things.
Go on. Alrighty. Sounds irrelevant. Anyway,
Papua is
so how
like,
does this affect what we're doing? Because, I mean, has, like, no offense, but have any of your visions affected what we've done so far?
It is very, very troubling. I'm wondering if it is a warning of what could come to pass if we fail.
Here's an idea. Let's not fail.
Well then, we must determine how we will proceed.
I
Everything
bet we
is-
all stick our heads in the sand and pretend nothing's going to happen.
Do you really say that?
Yeah.
There's one way to do it.
Papua's loud. He laughs and says like, "You are a funny lady. That is a good joke. Do you see that? I mean, in the sand. Our heads in the sand."
I'd send Papua in first as an ambassador if it didn't make me feel like we would all die very soon.
Kath says, "Funny. I was thinking the same thing about you."
Yeah, well, did you up the butt on camera? Ha! Anyway,
Is that what that smell is?
Roll perception.
uh-oh.
Perception or deception?
Perception. I think she's about to hit him. Or throw something at him.
This
or
could
shoot
go
him.
badly.
Also, how funny would it be if someone tuned into Twitch at that exact moment?
I did you up the butt!
With no context.
Yeah.
Jazza said what to his brother? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, it gets worse every week.
All right, go on.
I'm never safe.
Oh, Xandra, that's a good theory.
It's at moments like that I'm so glad my wife doesn't tune in on any of these streams.
Not these ones.
God damn it, what happens?
As you say that, Kate will be
get
like,
disintegrated.
I tuned in for your stream.
Kind of flash in front of your eyes, and as soon as you come around, you're on the floor. Hazesh looking down, kind of really angry. You dare speak of such rights in front of others?
Such... What?
She just is like almost livid, and she takes a few steps away.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that butts were sacred to your people. I apologize, as do I apologize about ruining our overbearing relationship.
Do it again.
Let's move on. But I was going to say, actually, to our dear captain, Alabama, we do, as much as I may not have jovial terms with her, have a specialist on board who knows a lot about this place. I turn to...
Alabama says, that almost sounds intelligent if it wasn't given from someone lying on the floor.
I scurry up, and I turn to Hazesh, and I'm like, was your home world like this before you left?
Yes, absolutely.
And your people were looking for a place to return to or something?
We were looking for Earth. This is the sister that gave the chosen refuge when we were lost.
It was like this when you found it.
Oh yes. Some
Where have
great
you
tragedy
lived?
has befallen our home planet, destroying the original inhabitants and most life on it.
Where have you lived then?
On
Like-
the planet.
On the sphere thing.
Just stepping outside of the game at the moment. What does Hazesh need to survive?
Radiation?
Yeah, I knew this would
Okay.
play into it somehow, but I'm wondering, like, how would that evolution take place? And what they...
Obviously not naturally. So something must have happened to help them adapt.
And
but
what they build all their ships out of?
Potatoes.
there is an entire planet's worth
Orbiting.
of resources orbiting their planet.
Did they build them on the planet?
Are
or
you
on
asking
the...
this in character? Or
I'm sort of trying to contemplate it, but
So, because you can ask Hazesh. She might have the answers.
I think it'd probably drag on too long, and Riot probably wouldn't be that interested. So where is your home base? Headquarters?
Which ship is it?
I was not born on the home planet. I was born on one of the colonized ones in another system.
How many systems is there?
When I was among my people, 25.
How many billions of people do you have?
She rattles off a number very high. It's almost a population equivalent to known space. And you might be able
I
to...
find it kind of odd that we've only encountered these guys once then.
We're at,
Mysteries.
we're at the edge of the known galaxy at the moment. Well, we're in the unknown galaxy.
You've gone
universe, I
almost
should
further
say.
than no other person has really gone before at the moment. And also, bear in mind, you had a location to fly towards. If you just picked a direction and flew, you'll generally find nothing because space is so big. So
Can I ask you a question out of character? Can we deploy the gravity?
also, just to let you know, I figured it out as well.
Sorry, you can ask it eventually.
Their planets are so far away that it's like almost like 8,000 light years or something like that, which means it would take from the time the planet was colonized around 8,000 years or more for signals, radio signals, everything to reach known space and people actually detect there's life on those planets. And that's only been around 3,000 or 4,000 years, I think, since the colonization ships were sent out. And so...
Infinity Gate?
Stuff!
Is that what it's called? The Infinity Gate?
Point gate.
Infinity Point Gate. Can we deploy that while we're contemplating what the hell's happening?
That is a very good idea. Atlas, if you'll calculate a position in orbit around the star, I would like it a very wide orbit, so it'll be very hard to detect as well.
Okay. Do I have to roll perception or anything to see if there's any asteroids?
You can just take your time, let the computer do most of the calculation. But you decide that it's not going to be. I don't know the actual term, but the orbit is going to be off kilter a bit, so it's not in perfect line with the other planets orbiting the star and stuff, which will even make it harder to find and so on and so forth.
Okay.
So, but
Done.
Nice job, bro. I mean, sis. I mean, I'm so confused.
I'm
Rob,
the best.
roll a perception.
Don't forget to use it. All your base stats now.
All your base stats. Shit, yeah.
Hang on. You gotta change camera.
I see 3.
3?
I see 3.
Okay.
T.O.
Can't see what this one is.
It's 3.
You feel something. It's some type of physical sensation, but you can't figure out what it is because, all these senses are new to you, but you're feeling something.
Like cold.
You would be cold.
You don't think it's in terms of temperature, but hard to put your finger on it, or your mechanical finger on it, but yeah, something odd.
Does he
But
know
I feel
where
it
it's coming
everywhere?
from?
No, it's an odd feeling. You can't
Where is
describe
it
it.
localized?
There's not any general location for it.
What have you done to me?
It could be normal. Thing is, all these senses are new to you, so
Well, they're physical senses.
yeah.
Okay.
Using his intelligence, would he be able to ascertain what it's supposed to be emulating?
Yeah, you could try.
Intelligence check. Roll 3 dice. Difficulty level. You got 3.
Hang on.
3 out of 3 says he knows.
Oh, there you go.
The feeling you've just kind of registered now, and it comes and goes. It's very, very soft, hard to detect, but you did just kind of pick up, like, that's an odd sensation. But what you've been able to figure out is the feeling comes in whenever you look at Riot.
Is it anger?
It could be something
It's
related to
physical
anger.
sensation, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Not emotional.
No,
Because he was emotional before.
he was.
Are you sexually attracted to me?
Fucking hope not.
You don't know.
No, he's not.
You don't know that.
Yeah,
This may be outside your control.
He's not a sexual.
It's okay. You're only human now.
kind of.
He's not sexually attracted to anything.
You don't know that.
Moscow has
I
been
do
playing
know
with-
that.
Not really.
Love isn't a physical thing unless it's chemical,
It
but
is when you have the butterflies.
I don't have chemical. Like, it's not a chemical thing.
It's
It's
an upgrade.
emulating
You
a
have
chemical.
I
very-
haven't said what it is. It's a feeling that you've never felt before, so you can't
It's
identify it.
okay. You're only
Okay.
mortal.
Continue.
All right, so Alabama's like, with the gate deployed, we need to determine what our best course of action is.
Can I walk towards him and see if anything changes?
Yeah.
I walk towards him.
Okay. How close?
Can I roll
As close as I
perception?
can
What
get.
do I notice? Alright, hang on. Oh my god. Oh god. What's the challenge level?
Well, he's not.
you just
he's
see-
just walking towards you, so it'd be like 1 or 2.
You should
Yeah,
just say
He's
he
not trying to
knows.
hide. Yeah,
I
so
succeed.
yeah, you notice Tui walking towards you.
What does his intention look like?
He's just walking towards you. I'm assuming.
I turn to him and like,
Okay. How close are you going?
Like an inch.
Like an inch.
Like, away from him.
So he comes up like right there.
I'm like,
I'm like staring down at you.
Okay. The feeling increases when you get that close to him. Yeah.
hey buddy, you all right there?
Punch him. See what happens.
Tempted. I was gonna say poke him. No, poke him.
How is this feeling changing in him?
So you poke him.
Yeah.
Okay. As you touch him, the feeling spikes.
I can't tell if you're
Do I
sexually
notice
attracted.
anything in particular?
Well, he's touched you. He's like looking at you. He touches
I'm
you.
like, All right.
But actually, I want you to roll a something like a control check to see if you can control having any physical movement or reaction
control
to
check.
hide this strong feeling that you've just been
A
given.
control check.
Something like that. What do you
need
guys think
to
would be?
choose an
Reflex.
existing
Reflex?
mechanic.
Something, yeah, well, I'm throwing it out to
Reflex.
decide what you guys
Okay,
think.
there is no
base 3
control
plus reflex?
stat.
I know, but
Reflex.
so reflex.
Change
It's a
level.
good thing about
At the
the
moment,
system.
honestly, I'm gonna make it challenge level 4 because you've never felt this before and you don't know how to control things yet.
I do not suppress.
3.
So when you touch him, you kind of get a like that, like a.
Does his foot kick?
Okay,
A little bit?
can I try and see what's going on here? He can't, but like surely from an outside perspective, if he's experiencing
He's a
human
robot.
emotion for the first time or physical feeling,
Do
I
you
might be able to
know
pick
about-
up on it.
Yeah.
What's the challenge level?
Or you. There's no challenge level to figure out that he's acting odd.
Yes, but to figure out
Ascertain
what
why
is
he's
happening,
acting
why he's
Okay,
acting odd.
for you, challenge level 4.
Okay. 4.
What's
And?
happening?
Well, that is to figure out that it must be to do with his adaptive sensory compatibility circuit because that's the only kind of new
Yeah.
thing apart from holding your body.
Little
but-
more
No. That was just to figure that out.
Okay, well, give me another roll.
Can I pinch him?
Yeah.
Really hard.
Right. Like how hard?
Like really, really hard.
Really, really hard. As in.
Like tear parts of his skin off.
Holy fuck!
I want to inflict an absolute shit ton of pain to him.
Wow.
Be careful what you're doing. You are starting a fight.
And I'll win.
He's right. He's right, you know.
But yeah,
Actually,
I'd win.
I wouldn't be so sure.
It's my stats versus your
He's
stats.
armed. You're unarmed.
I'm a martial arts expert.
He's got
I
a
have a
gun on his
lethal
hand.
weapon on my arm.
I have one on my chest.
He's Iron Man, apparently.
I don't give a shit. I'm still gonna fight you. I'm overconfident,
gonna
bitch.
Okay.
Really hard.
Well, first of all, do you see Tui raising his arm
I'm already
and
poking
pinching
him.
like motion?
I'm
Yeah.
already poking him.
So
What's your reflex?
2.
Okay,
it
we're
depends.
rolling. We're rolling
no,
a
Are
reflex.
you going to let him keep poking you?
It depends if I see him about to inflict
Well,
pain.
but you don't know if I'm going to inflict pain.
Yeah,
I've
but
got no
the thing is-
expression.
Yes, but if we roll
You're act-
reflex, I win. I see your intention. So we roll
no,
reflex.
wait.
No. We roll reflex. I got 2. You roll. You just have to
he's
beat a
act-
2. You better 2.
He's
okay.
acting weird though, and I wanted to know: would you have pulled away from the
Well,
weirdness
based
of
on
it?
the fact that, based on our little reflex rolls, I would know his intention. I would be like, "You okay there, buddy?"
Yep.
Okay, so he goes to pinch you, and you feel his fingers clamp around a part of your skin, and then stun. Sorry,
And I like-
sudden when you scream out and like that, everyone looks and is like, Alibert's like, Dewey!
How do I feel?
Like dancing.
Is it getting better or is it getting worse? Did I enjoy this? Did I hate this?
No change. Same kind of spike though, but there was no more or less when you touched him.
I give you your piece of skin back and then I walk away.
But hang on, what do you do as a result of this vice, massive pinch?
I'm speechless. I'm like,
No, fuck! It stings like
yeah.
hell,
I'm like,
you'd be jumping up and down like. So what do you?
majorly speechless.
Disbelief.
And I'm like, the fuck, dude? And I'm just trying to think, because obviously I wouldn't go to kill him, because that's just going to go down.
Wouldn't
the
You
you?
do have a non-lethal energy weapon, don't you?
No, I know. I'm thinking about what Wright would do, and that doesn't jump to my head. But I'm wondering how he would retaliate.
Why are you laughing, Ross?
It
The
sounds like
process of trying to figure out what this is.
Yeah.
Just inflict needless pain.
I reckon his first reaction would be to shoot Tui in the dick with a non-lethal energy weapon.
Yeah, I think that feels about right.
All right.
I go to shoot him in the dick with a non-lethal energy weapon.
Reflex.
The robot dick.
Yeah, reflex.
But you've already stated that you're starting to walk away. So does he get a
You
flank?
have. That is your intention. I get to
At the same
attack.
time, I handed him something, so he had to reach out and take it.
No, that's not true.
I handed him his piece
You
of
can't
flesh
choose
back.
my move for me. You have chosen your move. You've stated. Now it's my turn. I am taking an attack roll on you. You've turned your back?
Sure.
Okay.
How are you going to shoot him in the dick if you turn his back?
Oh,
I want you to think about what you're doing.
Huh?
Think about what you're about to do. Just
Think about what you did!
don't give a shit.
You ripped my body bit off me to see what you feel like! You're a dick face! This is why you're so unlikable. Such an arse face. Jeez. I'm assisting with a weapons master check. What's the challenge?
If he's not aware of you, he doesn't get a defense roll.
Okay.
And you'll get
Bam! 1, 2, 3, 4. +2 because it's flanking.
Yeah, you get hit by an unleashed. You actually don't know what happens. You shut down basically. So you don't fully know what happens.
I go immediately up to Moscow.
And Alabama's like, what is going on?
He ripped a piece of my skin off to, I don't know, but there was murder in his eyes. He was fucking, you can watch it on the cameras.
I can see you're bleeding.
Yeah, well,
Something must be...
dick.
It is
I
very-
turned to Moscow and I'm like, what did you do to him? What's in the upgrade thing?
I didn't do a thing!
Name the fucking features now.
What are you talking
He
about?
can
I didn't
he
do a
can
thing.
feel snow on his face. Lovely. What else? Come on.
What?
He gets come on.
What?
He can feel warmth. He can taste food. Give me the features.
Yeah, those are the features. You
Yeah,
got
what
it.
else? No, keep going.
that's it.
What might affect him in regards to me?
I don't know.
Why would he look at me like that? What is she hiding? Perception. What is she hiding? she's got to roll deception.
That's if she tries to hide something. She's not said anything yet.
Is she not trying to hide anything?
Yeah, she hasn't said anything. So you can roll perception about what she's looking like.
1, 2, yeah, 5.
It looks like she's thinking of something, and she's got a kind of concern.
Say it.
Say what?
What is it?
It's
On your face, right now. What just crossed your mind?
nothing.
Don't lie to me. See what I just did to dear Tui?
Riot. That is enough.
No.
Riot.
Dear Captain, we need to get to the bottom of this. This may affect...
on my bad
I
If he is
agree.
turning on his comrades in this very minor way, and you have seen what he has done to his little pet, if he starts to be weird towards us, we don't know where things could happen. That vision my sister had, this could all come from a maniacal, sadistic, ridiculous, artificial
Right.
intelligence.
Right. I have things under control.
What is it?
Moscow, if you could please see the Tui. She's like, sure thing, Captain. And so,
I follow Moscow around.
Riot, stay here, please.
Sorry, I'm just hanging around with my buddy.
Riot.
No, just
That is
just
an
going for a
order.
walk.
Riot, that is an order.
Captain,
1.
really? Mom, really? Captain?
She is completely serious. 2.
Shoot.
Are you serious right now, Captain?
Are you disobeying my orders?
Shit. All right.
Thank you, Riot.
Oh my god. I'm the bitch. I trudge back into line.
I'm just surprised you were trying to disobey a direct order like that, but anyway.
I was emotionally enraged.
You were. The gravity changes, and so Tui starts to float up, and so zero gravity is like localized around Tui, and Moscow is just kind of pulling him off.
Sorry, what?
Sheepishly.
Can you say that again?
She's pulling him off.
Is she?
Yeah, she is.
Pulling, how? Like fast, slow? Is there? Is it? Is it emotional? Is it just purely
One.
physical?
I'm kidding. Anyway, so Tui gets pulled off.
Does it? Yep. Okay. It's detailed.
Pulled away.
How
Pulled away.
does it
Pulled
end?
off. Shut up.
What? You?
All right. So Alabama comes back. It's like, now we have to try and determine the best course of action. I am thinking we try
sorry.
and do a full surveillance sweep under stealth to be undetected to try and gather as much information as we can. But then after that, I do feel perhaps the best course of action is to send a peaceful signal and announce our presence and try and communicate with them.
In their language makes the most sense.
Azesh says, It is very unlikely that they will not shoot us out of the sky as soon as they are aware of our presence.
Well, then what do you recommend, dear, X?
She looks thoughtful for a bit. There are a few things in my culture that will stay off instant execution for ones that we feel worthy of it.
The Codex. The Rosetta Sphere.
Do you say that?
Yeah, I'm going to do it exactly like that in the background.
You're just like,
The Rosetta Sphere. Yeah.
has
They would not believe us.
hang on, question out of character. Has Hazesh seen the mini sphere?
Yes.
I'm assuming at some point, yeah. Yeah, she has actually. She even when she saw it, she's like, that looks a lot like. You know.
okay.
So they would not believe us yet. The problem is trying to convince my people that you can be trusted. As we saw, it was hard
I've got a
enough to
copy of
convince
their religious
myself.
book.
I think perhaps the only way to get them to hold off from our instant destruction is to challenge them to a fight.
I thought that might happen.
It's a formal ritual, but that means that they will stop an instant destruction pending
A duel.
honourable combat, she says. And if you win, you will have gained some of my people's respect. Perhaps then we will be able to talk to them.
Before we go into that idea in more detail, I just want to ask you, Hazesh, what is your motive at the end of the day with all of this? What is the thing you would most desire out of the mother and all this that's happened? Obviously, like
Captain, I'm hearing something. It's something very annoying, but I can't put my finger on it.
real mature. Wow.
She's like... she's... Yeah.
You deserve it, honestly, for what you did to it.
Hey, look, you may think I'm a dick, but at the end of the day, we may have the same...
Do you say that?
Yeah.
I thought you didn't even have one.
I do, but you tried to steal it, and that's rude. That is not polite. I said no, and you were pushy and impolite.
Do you say that?
This is my property. I give it to whom I will. You do not have the right to take
She
it.
looks at you and screams, "You offered it to me freely enough countless times, you foul!" And she goes, she just loses it.
Don't quite know how to respond to that. Mike.
Oh.
Fair enough.
How does she react to him saying fair enough? I feel like she'd be like, what?
Yeah,
I don't know how your culture, has foreplay. It's weird. Jeez, totally different to us.
What is this foreplay?
Like working each other up a bit. Spit and shine around the edges.
Alan's like, well, this is very awkward. How about we change the subject quick? He's
says
just like, I'll
Alabama?
second that.
No.
no.
In fact, everyone. In terms of foreplay, sexual foreplay.
Do you say that?
Yeah.
Do you say it? Electrical shock. You fall to the ground.
God damn it! I was trying to get unbiased interjection. Right stands up much more quiet than before.
Well, this is a very interesting situation. That we might actually need to challenge their leaders. To what, a duel?
Yes.
And she looks to Hazesh, and Hazesh says, yes, exactly.
What sort of combat? Like
Unarmed.
hand to hand?
Oh, no, she goes, swords.
None of us know how to use swords properly.
Edith's like, well, Tui does.
Actual properly.
Iron blade.
I was immediately thinking, and if it's close to failure, he could just somewhere else, but no, he can't.
Well, either
Did
way.
you trade that for something else? What'd you get?
Hazesh speaks up and says, they will not be willing to fight a robot. They will not consider him a worthy challenge
make him look like a person.
or a valid person.
What? So Hazesh has to do it. I actually said that.
I suppose I could.
No, I'm literally asking. Are you the only person that they will allow a challenge
No.
from?
They will allow a challenge from anyone. They'll be highly insulted by it, but it'll be the insult that's inherent with it that will make them wish to accept to punish the would-be challenger. The problem is, if I was to challenge and then win, we will have gained nothing that we need. They need your respect, not mine. I am already one of
Would
them.
fighting a robot not be a bigger disrespect?
Yeah, but they have robots. I mean,
Is there anyone else?
it needs to be someone they truly consider a god killer of the human race.
Does Alabama know how to use swords? Is there anyone else on the ship that knows how to use swords that we're not considering?
Yep.
Who?
I'm knocked out.
There's Riot, but Vocation Weapon Master could, in theory, apply to
Possibly.
other things. You're not combat proficient.
All I can
the same
do is
people the
make
chat
it
came
look
up
like
with.
I'm fighting them and not actually fighting.
Probably not. I'm not thinking of anyone right now.
No, I figured it'd be.
Tell us
you
what chat
living
is saying.
Puppy.
Ah, hey, oh. That's actually completely he is. He's like got the sword and everything.
Does
Is he
someone
actually
say-
good though?
We don't know that.
Well,
Can I have the epiphany to have thought of that, even though Rob said
Well, you
it?
have fought him, and it's funny. It's hard for me to remember Papua because he's so new. But he would be standing in the room with a sword at his side, just kind of looking around, like, who can fight with a sword? He'll be like. So suddenly, everyone looks at Papua.
Yeah.
What if we pick, and I actually say this out to everyone, I'm like, what if we decide amongst ourselves who the best candidates would be, and have a little
Let's have a fight to the
have a
death.
little mini tournament on the ship,
I
just
like
to,
this idea.
Yeah, so
just
do
to
I.
sort of figure out, who's up to the challenge.
We could do this while we try and do our surveillance sweep.
Because we need to burn some time anyway.
Can we make Tui look like a person? Like just put him in a robe? That's an actual question.
It is possible. We could try and use one of Moscow's spares.
Ooh, 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 ooh! You could totally rip off. What's your slave dog's
He's
name?
not here. Tui is not here.
What's his slave dog's name?
Schwack.
Schwach.
He could rip off Schwuck's face and put it on his own face. But that's cool. Schwuck could have just sinew and bone. He'll live. He's lived through worse. Anyone?
Weren't you a minute ago saying that I'm psychotic for doing that to him?
Yeah, but you ripped off my skin, not Schwuck's.
You keep saying skin, but there's a shark that has teeth that face forward and pull out holes. Like a cookie cutter. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
So it's not just skin, it's like a literal chunk of flesh.
You're more of a dick than I can
It'll have a
remind
cool
myself.
scar.
No,
No,
just
alright.
get him healed up in the biochems.
Anyway, so is that sort of where we're all having a
I
consensus?
think we can, Alabama's like, yes, we will need to determine who has the highest chances of success.
What do we call this arena battle?
We don't need to call it anything.
We sort of do. I mean, think about it. If there was ever a TV show
Everyone's
or book
already
or
looking out the
online
doors.
stream named after us,
They're leaving one by
we
one.
may want and Riot standing alone in the room,
Yep.
just fight of space. Where'd they go?
Papua says beside you, the epic space
Shit!
battle for salvation!
Riot's walking away. He's like, what?
I agree, right? He's walking right up behind you. That is a wonderful idea. This will be truly epic.
Am I awake yet?
You do wake up.
I'm going to go look for him.
In the engineering bay. Moscow's there's
I completely ignore her.
feeling better, Tui?
She's essentially done something to me that I'm not quite happy with at this stage. But we should call it that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's the end of this episode.
Good place to
for now.
wrap it up. So next episode we continue on, I guess, from an arena challenge and Tui figuring out what is turning him on. Thank you for joining us. And until the next episode of Tabletop Times
See ya there.
Roadstar.
See ya.
Couches.